Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, we're going to be talking about my personal top 5 favorite Dimebag Darrell guitars. Let's get into it. Before we talk about my list of what are my favorite Dimebag guitars, if you're brand new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you're a returning viewer or if you're new here, if you want to play along, put down at least your favorite Dimebag guitar of all time, or if you want to put a top 5 or even a top 10. I'm going to keep it at 5, but if you want to play along, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the video. So what is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. My name's Ray. I'm a guitar player here on YouTube, and I wanted to do this video. I wanted to create a top 5 list of my personal favorite Dimebag guitars, because you know, he was certainly in the news a lot this past week, and ironically, or unironically I guess, his birthday was yesterday at the time of this video dropping, so I just figured, you know, what better way to wrap up this entire week than to talk about some positivity, some fun stuff, talk about his cool guitars, and my own personal top 5 favorite of his guitars. So, let's get right into it. Start off, number 5, the Washburn Dime Slime. Now, at first glance and at first impressions when I saw this when I was a kid, you know, I certainly was gravitated towards it because of the color. But one thing as an adult now, as you know, somebody who's still in their 20s, I can appreciate the fact that it's like a cool idea to have like a lime green guitar on a metal guitar, because I'm always a big fan of things that aren't necessarily directly metal, you know, and full flames and skulls and stuff like that. I like when things are kind of just like a little left to center, and a lime green kind of with like a little bit of yellow mixed in there too. It's like, it's cool, man. It's a nice change of pace, and you know, just on top of that, it has a cool flame top. I just think it's a really unique kind of guitar, especially for dime. Lime green is certainly just, you know, a wild choice for a metal guitar. So I had to put it on the list. All right, coming in at number 4 is the Washburn Dimeball. Now, obviously, elephant in the room. This is paying respect and tribute for a guitar that may or may not be on this list later on. But yeah, it's just I like this guitar. You know, I don't really have too much to say about it other than it's cool, and like it's cool how like Washburn did their take on a you know, a guitar, like I said, that may be on the list later on, but you know, I like how Washburn did their own thing and gave their own version of a dime bolt, and yeah, I dig it. Number 3 is the Washburn Southern Cross. Yeah, sticking in Washburn land. I really dig this guitar because it is so classy and so, again, not metal. I'm really a big fan of not metal looking guitars. Yeah, flame maple top, beautiful crosses on the fretboard itself, as well as the big cross inlay, we'll call it, on the body. I just think it looks really cool, man. Another thing that's really interesting and really unique is the fact that there was only 100 of them made, so very limited, and they're basically impossible to find nowadays. Yeah, just a really cool guitar. You know, just call it how it is. Just really beautiful, and I dig it, man. Now, top 2. We already know one's going to be on this list. I'm not, you know, it's kind of hard to not put one on this list. But there's another one in here I think is a little bit of a sleeper, and enough being sneaky, right? Let's just cut right to it. Number 2 is the Dean from Hell. Yes, the most iconic guitar, in my opinion, of any Dimebag guitar, and I think everybody would agree. Like, it's kind of synonymous with the man himself. It's, you know, it's a timeless classic. It's the EVH Frankenstrat equivalent, right? This guitar has been photographed so much, been recreated so many times. You know, everybody loves this guitar who's a fan of Dimebag, and it's arguably the one that started it all. I mean, you know, when you think of Cowboys from Hell, that's what you think of that guitar. So, yeah, man, it's just an iconic, beat-up old guitar nowadays, and it's just really cool how it's still around and still in Dime's home. Ola England got to play it, so that's really cool too. I'm a fan of Ola, and just seeing him do that video was really, really special. So, yeah, Dean from Hell had to be on this list, but it's not number 1. There's a guitar that is just a little bit cooler, in my opinion. But the number 1 guitar is a guitar that I think is criminally underrated, a little unknown, but the people who do want one of these are, you know, chomping at the bit for somebody to re-release these in some form, in some capacity. My number 1 favorite Dimebag Darrell guitar is the Washburn 3ST. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I think this guitar is amazing. The stealth guitar, man, it looks like a stealth bomber, hence I think that's why, you know, it's called that, whatever. But like black and silver, man, it looks like the Raiders. It looks just so awesome, man. This guitar is actually used in one of my, if not my favorite live footage from Pantera. It's like in 2001, I believe in Korea, where they're doing floods, and you know, Dime's rocking this guitar. And what's cool about this footage, man, is Vinnie Paul's snare sounds like a shotgun, man. It is just so intense and so badass, man. It really is, man. I love that footage so much. I'll put up a screenshot right here. But yeah, dude, it's my favorite solo, favorite Pantera song, I think. It's just such a cool moment. And yeah, he's rocking the stealth, man. So that footage alone makes this guitar like stand out to me, but it's just it's so cool, man. Black and silver, looks like the Raiders. You can't go wrong, right? I just love this guitar so much, and hopefully someday we can get a reissue of some point, because this would be the only ML shape that I'd personally want to buy. It's just it's badass. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my top 5 list. What are your guys' favorite? Leave all your thoughts down below, and I'll meet you down below in the comments, and we'll mix it up, man. I really sincerely appreciate you guys hanging out with me, interacting with me. It means a lot, and it's always a lot of fun getting to see you familiar faces, even though it's in the YouTube comments. I just appreciate y'all for coming back and hanging out, all right? So, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much again. If you're brand new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm out of here. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay metal. See you guys next time. Later.